Hi, this is Eloise. I'm coming to you with another video today. On this video today, I would love to share a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in a little small town right out of Savannah, Georgia, by single parents. My mother, my father deserted me, my mom, my sister, and my brother when I was 7 years old. So we had to work in the field. As a matter of fact, he left us out in the butterbean field picking butterbeans. But we picked butterbean, peas, corn, cotton, peanuts. We did it all. We were survivors. And we worked very hard in the fields to make money so we could buy school clothes, buy food to eat. And we went to school. We got an education because we was taught get a good education so you can get a good job. And so I wanted a good education and I wanted to study hard and I studied hard, real hard. Me, my sister, my little brother, we would have school, and I would just teach them everything that I knew. And I studied, and sure enough, when I graduated, I was the salutatory of my class. When my sister graduated, she was the valedictorian of her class. Now, my little brother, he didn't get it. But anyway, when I was 17 years old, I moved to Jersey City, New Jersey. I had a brother that was 17 years old, older than me. He was living in Jersey City. Yes, my mama waited 17 years before she decided to have me, my sister, and little brother. 17 long years. My brother came and he sent for me. I went to Jersey City. A few months later, we sent for my mom and my sister and brother. And I stayed up there over 40 years in the city. Got married, had 6 daughters. I moved to Syracuse, New York, stayed up there for about 5 years, moved to Jersey, back to Jersey. And I became a widow at 36 years old. My husband was killed by a drunk driver. Um, so I'm just sharing this about me. Somebody might I can identify and say, wow, she went through all of this and yet she can get on the internet and make YouTube videos and this is how she's making money and she's willing to teach me this, show that me that it's duplicatable. But I'm gonna get back to my story. I became a widow, but I got a good job. Education did pay it off. I took this test for the U.S. Postal Service, and I worked 22 years for the post office. 11 years in Jersey City. Transfer came down here to South Carolina area to bring my daughters and my grandchildren from the city, from the drugs and the crime. And after 11 years, I slipped, I fell, hurt myself, got fired. They took me through a lot of arbitration. What it was, they were trying to get rid of us old timers so they could bring in temporary help. They could bring in 2 people for my salary. So it was easy for them to get rid of me. And the union, they sold me out, and I didn't have no money for a lawyer. So they said, well, we'll let you go out on disability retirement. And when it got to Washington, D.C., they denied it. They said my doctor was a practitioner. They wasn't going to accept his diagnosis. And so I was left out in the cold. And I lost 2 homes. Yes, 2 homes, a car. I lost it all. So now I had to figure a way how I was going to bring in an income. Love clothes. So I became an entrepreneur. I sell ladies' clothes, pocketbook hats. I went to these shows. I got my business license and I became a wholesaler. I started selling out the trunk of my car, Wheezy on wheel, going to the flea markets and going different places. And I was selling. I was making a little money. Not a lot of money, but a little money I was making. But the flea market, it was my biggest enemy. You go out there, people want you to give away your stuff for nothing. They want you to give it to them $1. They don't want to pay you anything. And then I had to leave the flea market alone. And I was introduced to MLM network marketing. And I was told you could make a lot of money doing this. But they failed to tell me it took a lot of people. I don't care what business you're in, it takes a lot of people, prospects as they call them, leads, what they say. It takes a lot to make a lot of money. It'll take a lot of talking. So what I did, I joined these opportunities. Mary Kay, Avon, just to tell you a few. Melaleuca, American Plan, YTB, because now I want to travel. That was a travel agency. Melaleuca, good products, love the products. Got a few people in these different products, these opportunities, and I failed miserable. But I did everything I was taught to do. I was told you get your list, 100 families and friends, you make your flyers, you get business cards, you do the 3-foot rule, you talk to everybody in the stores, the drugstore, the gas station. You just do all of these things, and you're going to get these people, and you're going to make some money. And I did it all. Put the flyers on the cars in the neighborhoods, the apartment complex, in the parking lots, and talking to people. Few people join, but they don't stay because they don't see nothing duplicatable that they can do. People hate doing all of that. Those are some of the cold marketing, and some of it not all wrong, and it can benefit you, but you don't have the time. People don't have time to do that these days. Because why? We got the World Wide Web at our side. We got the internet where people are making millions of dollars. People making thousands of dollars a week, monthly on the internet. They're getting leads. They're getting prospects. They're doing YouTube videos like I'm doing. I want to share this with you. At 62 years old, if I can do this, you can do this. If I can make YouTube videos, I'm on Facebook, MySpace, and I'll tell you the story later about how I got on all of these social sites. 400 million people a day. 400 million people a day is on Facebook. Don't you think you can get a lead from them? MySpace. Don't you think you can get some leads from MySpace? Someone will come to your website. Someone will check your website out. But people got to know that you're not on a scam. They got to know this is not a hype. They got to know that this is duplicatable, that they can do this. And that's what I'm here today with this video. We have an activity that's set up to train you, to mentor you, teach you how to market. Because marketing is only the art and the science of empowering people, communicate with people, building a relationship with people based on their needs and not your needs. When you take care of them, they'll take care of you. You'll be able to get people to do anything for you. When you was able to release them of their fears and confirm they're suspicious, let them know, this is not fake. This is not a scam. We have a solution here. We have a lifeline that I am throwing out. Throwing out through these YouTube videos. Throwing out on Facebook, these social sites, Twitter. Letting people know, yes, you may have lost your job. You may have been fired from your job. You may have lost your home. Maybe your home has been foreclosed. Maybe your car has been repossessed. Maybe your marriage is on the rock. Because a lot of people are breaking up and divorcing today because of lack of money. They don't have the money in their home. They got the good education, and yet they done lost their job. Yes. Go over to my website. Leave your name. Leave a brief message. Come back to our power calls Monday through Thursday at 9:30. Knowledge is power. Get the knowledge. Get free training. How to market. How to get the people coming to you without you chasing them. Without you becoming enemies to your families and your friends. They see you, they want to run because they feel here she come with something else. And you can't teach them how to do this. We will teach you how to market in this activity. We train you. We love you. We are people like-minded. We love, we care for people. We are people of integrity. That's why this opportunity is integrity for all. And integrity is that you mean what you say and say what you mean. It's honesty. It's upright. We are people that want to help you, want to bless your family. We want to be here to say, hear you say that, wow,